Davido fan appropriately, reacted to Buju Benson's posts. And from there, Buju replies this guy saying something like, knowing who your fave is, you're not supposed to talk fam. You get, and apparently the guy had this fan had a Davido's picture in his DP. Now, that subtle shade, I'm sure it was out of provocation. I'm sure he didn't mean any disrespect, but trust Nigerian Twitter. In fact, not just trust Nigerian Twitter, trust internet to blow things out of proportion. And if I'm asked, I think some people even said Davido deleted a potential collaboration between he and Buju because of this situation. I don't know how true it is. And when this kind of conversations happen, people tend to start spinning the story, the narrative around. I must say that fans can be very, very cunning, and it's now up to artists to now know how to manage situations. Earlier when I was talking about was it rappers? Yes, I was talking about the greatest rappers, and I was talking about MI, MI and Vector. This is their beef, and I said earlier that it's important that artists try their best, rappers especially, now artists generally, try and have strategists, try and have managers, not just managers, just maybe the day you blew, don't just find one of your friends and give him phone to start managing your account, or telling him he's your manager to be picking phone calls. You need strategies that can forge your brand into destiny, towards destiny. You need a strategy. See Whiskey, for example. Whiskey has someone who is with, I think they're potentially partners, and his brand is going so fine. I'm not saying that artists should not handle their pages. I'm just saying that it would be beautiful if it's given a strategic approach. Because as an artist, your success can be damaged and destroyed by how you manage your Twitter, by how you manage your social media handles. So it's okay for artists to start trying their best to go and get a strategist. Because if you're always on your Twitter, and fans will get on your nerve. And if they ask me who was wrong, I would say it's a bit sketchy. It's a very delicate situation. Buju was definitely pissed. Maybe he was already tired and sick of the fan culture or the fan clubs and social media. But again, throwing a subtle shade at somebody's fave, if a fan, it's very dangerous. This is if a fan annoys you or provokes you, you want to be very careful not to touch the fan's idol or the fan's Davido didn't have anything to do with the conversation, but throwing a subtle shit at him, everybody's coming for Buju right now, and it's like, well, yeah, it's violent. So this is why if you will be blowing tomorrow, if you're blowing as an artist, try your best. Don't just go and carry your phone and give to your friend to be picking calls for you and be getting deals. Get image makers, hire brand ambassador, brand managers that can manage your brand, social media managers, so that you guys can have a content strategy. Burna Boy used to do it. I think he still does it, but just that whenever Burna Boy wants to go haywire, whenever he wants to act like a loose cannon, I think he collects the phone and tweets whatever he want to tweet. But if you really want to stay long, fans will come and provoke you. That one is already certain. Your own job now as an artist is to ensure that you are supposed to be in the studio and let others be managing this thing for you. I'm not saying you should not be present. Of course, I think Buju is probably like an independent artist. So it's possible that he's going to be, managing his his accounts by himself and everything. So I would say, I'm being honest here, I also think that Afrobeat is now creating a toxic fan culture. I am not even, I love all these guys. Wizkid's album, I listened to it, it's downloaded on my phone. Davido, I listened to Davido all through 2023. Burna Boy's album, I'm a big fan. I play his live performances every time. So you see, we are encouraging a toxic fan culture that we used to think were Western, that were foreign, that people are crying for Michael Jackson. We started seeing them crying for P Square, now for Wizkid, and fainting for them. These things are good. I'm not saying they're bad, But I'm not saying that it's becoming very, very tough. The other day, I think those last few hours, I saw a fan created an obituary post of Buju Benson just because of this altercation with Davido. It's dangerous because Afrobeat is still very young in terms of its, acceptance internationally, and as a growing genre. This is probably like the first time that we are seeing our people go crazy and go very aggressive for a star who is of our own color, who is our own person. I saw Whiskey FC want to ride for Whiskey's eternity. Davido's fans, the outsiders, but I also think that our artists should also be able to tell their fans the truth and not turn them towards violence, because if we encourage a toxic culture of bullying, when Mobad was crying out, I am sure the reason why most people didn't stand up for him at that time was because they were fans of Naira Marley, and to them, Naira Marley could do no wrong. Fan culture, if it is becoming excessive, can be very toxic. Let's not forget this. That is why I implore artists, fans will get on your neck. Fans, when I see Twitter, I'm like, it's like they are here to test people's nerves. Oh my God, I don't know how these guys, I don't know how artists do it. And these guys are young. How old is Buju? Buju is not up to 30. All these guys, Whiskey, they are not up to 35 or 40. I mean, Davido as well, they are young people. But every time we see how fans get on their nerves, I wonder how those guys manage their mental health. So if you're an artist, if you really want to blow, leave your social media to other people who let them be handling it for you. If you know your emotions are like the waves of the seas and they can be troubled anytime and you just turn into a storm, my guy or my girl, please just leave the matter for social media managers. Get content strategies, get publicity. It's not everything you will see as an artist if you want to last long. Now, when I'm hearing now that the potential that the video has probably potential, I don't think the video will do that anyway. Has deleted the post talking about him and his Buju's collaboration, and he deleted it. Maybe probably because he felt disrespected. Dremel, one of the video's protege, also spoke on the matter. You see, what Buju did, I know he did out of annoyance. And one thing again, you must do in this stardom journey, do not go and inherit beef. I know that Buju has been very cool-minded, minding his business for a very long time. But maybe, I know he's also loyal to Burna Boy, and it's easy for him to inherit beef. But I don't know if this is the reason why he felt to have thrown a subtle shade through Davido's fan to Davido. That's one thing I don't know. Then number two, he and Davido had a collaboration since 2023, maybe like mid 2023. Maybe the reason why he felt like throwing a subtle shade because he said he wrote the song for Davido. Maybe he wrote it, but maybe he felt like Davido had not dropped the song. You get me? Maybe, sometimes these things have to do with timing. I don't know why Buju felt it necessary to throw a subtle shade to a Davido fan through Davido's fan rather to Davido, saying something like telling the fan that you should not be talking, knowing who's your fave. Fans will blow things out of proportion. If you are not strong, hey, Nigerians can drag. And as much as we applaud it whenever we are using it to fight international battles, it can be toxic because sometimes these things are not channeled toward productive things. We could just the power for ourselves, with the power for Burna Boy, the power for Whiskey, the power for the video. The real people that are oppressing us. We are not even talking about them. So I believe that if you want to manage your mental health, even if you're not an artist, there are even people on social media who are out there. You watching this now, for example, there are people who are out there who just want to test you. They are just, I'll read some comment sections. I'll be like, is this person okay? People are, now that there's social media, human connection is more accessible than ever. It's more visible. So if you think say Chris day before, now Chris, if you think say if you just come and see Chris man, hey, Chris man is now a few seconds away from you on social media. People are going mental and they will test your mental health if you're not careful. Now imagine if you are a star. Buju is still very young. I don't think there was time Whiskey, who is now a very chilled guy, was in this phase. You get me? There was time Whiskey was going wild. If you come for Whiskey around 2015, 2014, I think, after he left EME, he was coming for Linda Ikeji, attacking anybody who disrespected him. Now he's chilled. It's a phase, but not everybody will make that phase. Not everybody will make it out of that phase. Some artists have gone like that. There was a time Mr. Easy was caught in the web of toxic fan culture and fat conversations. When he started doing jollof rice, which jollof rice is better? Because Baba grew up, spent most of his time in Ghana. He went to say Ghana jollof is the best jollof. Do you know Nigerians closely cancelled his with that? Mr. Easy started that way, yes, but I feel that he needs to be very careful. Artists that are still boarding, guys that are hustling their way to the top, fans are just temptation. They'll come and try you. Please learn to manage it. You yourself watching, not be everybody with this social media normal. Some people, they are just there to come and sow seeds of annoyance, seeds of negativity in your life. So you can just comment one general. Maybe you see food post now, you just comment something. Somebody will just come and reply you with something that is out of this world and that is designed to provoke the wrath in you. So I think we should just learn how to manage these things, because the thing is, one thing I know for sure is fans will always be fans. And because supporting somebody you like can be an emotional venture, not everybody knows how to manage their emotions. You can see how the world is. Even leaders will go to battle just because of petty things. Just because you are crossing somebody's border, they don't go the open shakabula. So my point now is humans are very emotional. No matter how much you try to say that humans are very logical, it's a lie. Men are emotional, women are emotional. So one of them just masks emotions better. But my point is, if we do not contain the Afrobeat fan culture properly, it will grow very toxic, it will grow very violent. You can see what happened to Tupac and Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. It was a toxic fan culture. I mean, these two guys, their beef against each other was very bad, that they both give up the ghost. You get that? It was very bad. Both of them, they just went off like that. But the funniest thing was there were some retaliatory attacks designed around this fan culture as well, toxic fan culture of chaos. So I feel that artists should start talking to their fans. Please encourage your fans to be civil. Do not bring division. Do not encourage. I know sometimes controversy can sell records. They can sell. They can bring attention to things. But almost, it's not up to the point of creating an obituary post for a star or wishing somebody death. No, 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 no. It never reached like that. We're still the same people who stood up for Mobad. That's one thing about our culture as human beings. Why are we such a complicated species? More human beings, eh? Now, wow. We're the ones who were campaigning for justice for the late Mobad. All of a sudden, we are wishing Buju death. I know he didn't manage that issue well, but I feel like it is a call to artists that they should rise up, structure their entertainment business properly. You should know, man, as an artist, if you know you are big enough to have a team, please get a team. Don't sit on your social media 247. Else you will tweet yourself into oblivion. You will tweet yourself into disaster. So I don't think you should be doing that. Instead, what I think there are some things I think I'm going to recommend. I've already said it earlier. Number one, as an artist, if you know you are big enough, try your best and get a team. Hire image makers, hire strategists, hire social media managers, hire publicity secretaries or publicity personnel who will help you, PR representatives, who will help you talk, because some of you can't type properly. Look at Kanye West now. Kanye West is a very powerful person, but the fact that he is unable to articulate his thoughts properly into a socially relevant way is giving him difficulty. That Kanye is records till he leaves this world. That's one thing about Kanye West. Nobody can. But the problem now is He being politically correct sometimes will save him. You have to be very smart. When you're emotionally intelligent, you understand. Some people don't have sense. You as an artist, you already know, but it doesn't mean you should say it. Some people might write better, you may be better than some people, you might write better songs than some people, but it doesn't mean that you should use your mouth to say it. So I think for Buju Bronson, just please get a better team. Every single artist in Afrobeats, if your future lies in your hands, and social media can make or mar you. There are people that have been cancelled on social media based on what they just tweeted. So if these guys are craving international acceptance, they should try their best and have a team structure properly. Don't just be tweeting aggressively or replying a fan anyhow. Be careful. Somebody can, maybe you're looking for one endorsement now. Somebody will just go and pull one of your tweets and be showing a brand, and you are done for. So please, let's take note. Then I also think you should not inherit beefs as an artist. Don't do that. If you know that you, in fact, keep your preferences to yourself. Keep your political preferences to yourself too. See Tony Abraham and the rest of them and these other people. The more vocal, the more you become influential, the more people have expectations of you. That's why some people prefer to zip their mouths and stay silent. That's another one. So artists and fans should do better. Artists, call your fans to order. Fans understand that at the end of the day, entertainment is just like sports, especially when it's entertainment business. You don't even know if this was orchestrated to push somebody's album. You don't know. So let's all remain civil and let's not. We're Africans. Let's not imbibe a Western culture that is destructive. There are many things that we can copy that are positive. Let's not just speak. Wishing someone death does not make sense. So I don't know what you guys think. I'm also in the next. I'm going to be going live to next time, and I'm going to be talking about religion and how it's when used negatively can affect industry and society. I'll be talking about next. So see you guys later. Cheers. In the next few minutes, I'll be going live as well. Cheers, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Cheers.